Thank you so much for being here. Today is service day here in Encoded Frequency, and normally you guys request healing or any questions. It may take a couple seconds. I have a new microphone, so please let me know if the sound is good. I think it's the second time I'm using it because I would like to do a light language. And before you guys start asking your questions, the theme of today is going to be shadow work. And we normally hear about all of those things. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds for you guys to know that I'm alive, and at the same time to have the comments on my phone. I don't have them yet, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Look, what is shadow work? Because normally when we woke up into knowing that it is light and at the same time it is dark, we're kind of always afraid of the dark, especially when we are little. Some people get scared of darkness because you can see, because it's scary, because sometimes the adults tell us that something can scare us or we can have nightmares or things like that. So normally, because generically from eons ago, it was decided that in the light you could hunt, have your food or whatever, and then in darkness you stress because you couldn't see and it was more unsafe. We kind of have an idea given by our parents and probably the history in our genetics that darkness is a bad thing. It's for monsters and horrible things. And not really, because God, that is a yin yang symbol, needs dark to have balance, and that balance is what source is. So when darkness is a positive way to bring balance into something, like for example having laws are restrictions, are control, yes, but a little bit of control, it's a good thing because we don't go woo-woo. Like for example, driving. If we don't have traffic rules for driving, how do you know if it's your time or someone else's to go into the left and to the right? So we have set all of these rules for society that sometimes, thank you so much for being here, that we disagree with, because light workers kind of have part of the essence that you want to change the archetypes already pre-established, because our ancestors thought they work better that way. So imagine these first beings that were very primitive, trying to figure out what to do. They had to come up with language, with a lot of things, and a system that will organize the community in order not to be killing each other. And not long time ago, in the Wild West, probably everyone, let's say in another California, everyone had a gun or a rifle, and if someone will piss you off, you will just shoot that person and it was gonna be fine. And maybe that was 200 or 300 years ago. Or for example, right here, the tribe that is more close to where I am in Sonora, Mexico, close to Arizona or California on the other side, we have a tribe that is called Yaquis. Those Yaquis are taller than the native people that are in the south, and those were brave. So in reality, the Europeans never conquered them because they were very badass at killing people. So what they did, it is throughout law, they were able to control them because they were the type of people that will be savage, let's say. So rules can be used for great good, but sometimes they are not. But it's not about the rule, it's how it is applied. I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about something else. You guys can ask questions about shadow. When being afraid could be positive. When, for example, you, let's say that feel depressed and would like to kill yourself and then feel afraid to jump out of a building. So sometimes fear is going to be the limitation that we put ourselves not to go out of whack. And for that, that ego is needed. I know a lot of people said ego is a bad thing. It's a bad thing if it's not in balance, like this. But we need to embrace our darkness, because in that darkness, it is the most beautiful jewels we are discovering. And this is the awakening. I am awakening to all I am, including the parts that are the ones in my shadow, because my shadow is the things that I don't feel that secure or confident or knowledgeable or prepared to handle. That may be my abundance, maybe romantic partnership, maybe my childhood, maybe the profession, maybe my spirituality, my gift. We're all different. But in order for being this reality, I needed to have a frequency, and so each of you, and that frequency needed to have a balance between dark and light. But that depends on the choices that I do, because maybe I can be sad because when my dog died a year ago. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have the sorrow because I'm a human being and I'm gonna miss that piece of heaven that it was my dog. But at the same time, what I am going to do with that sorrow, because sometimes grief or being upset is awesome fire energy to set boundaries, to protect yourself if you feel like you need it, to say, you know what, it's up. I'm not going to allow this anymore. So darkness, it's great to move and transform the light. If you guys have any questions from things from your darkness that you said, you know what, I'm always struggling with this, I'm always struggling with this, what I can do, what my guy said, we can go with the flow. But know that you are perfect the way you are, and I'm perfect the way I am, because that darkness is my school. It's where I am learning something new that I didn't have. And no one says it was gonna be easy, but it doesn't have to be complicated. It gets complicated when I get stuck in my way, in what I think it should happen. Like, for example, maybe I said, I think we should have a woman president in Mexico because I think it's gonna be the best. But maybe the other 99% of Mexicans disagree with me, and then I'm gonna be stuck in my belief. And this is when, or I'm either stuck in my light or in my darkness, but I can see both ways to have neutrality. And neutrality is what God is. When I don't have to change Shio or Shaina, you guys, into my way, but I can see your way and my way, and we can have an understanding. But those disagreements happen between countries, between partners, between different political parties, but it happened within myself too. Between the things I disagree with myself, and that drains me instantly, and I'm sure you guys too, when the things I perceive don't go the way I expected. But maybe the way I expected, it's not the plan that my higher self and soul have. And because my higher self, ma'am, is this way, and I say, you don't know, because you are a being of light. I'm human. I know how things should be. So I say we go to the left. And then higher self, no ma'am, we're going to the right. And because I separate myself from that wisdom that comes when I embrace all aspects of me, it hurt. And hurt in anger, upset, frustration, worry. Maybe I feel unsafe, maybe I'll feel confused, all kinds of things, because I lost my connection. But my connection comes from all, because God is all that it is. It's not that fallen angels and higher angels. It's all angels. but it will depend on what mission that angel wants to have. Maybe the fallen angel mission is to kick our butt so we go out of our comfort zone through the shadow, through my insecurity, to my fear, to what I don't like, to what I don't disagree, to what I don't feel is my strength. But when we embrace that wounded part of all of us, we become whole, because otherwise it's like living just in one side. This is the side that I like. And being positive, guys, is not about faking it. It's not about like putting icing cake on top of a stone that when I bite it, I'm gonna break my teeth. It's not about that. It's about understanding within my core that maybe I'm scared and insecure, but I said, you know what? Fuck it. It's okay that I'm afraid. It's okay that I don't know what to do. But what I know that I'm a light worker. I know that I have more than lives in this one. I know that I'm God. I know that God is infinite and can create suns and planets and light and gravity and a lot of things. And I know that I have gravity every day and I don't have to worry about it. I know that I have a sun every day and I don't have to worry about it. I know that I breathe every second and I don't worry about it. So maybe the system is working out for me. And if I don't have to worry about the sun and gravity and breathing and having other humans that I can co-create, what this will be different. So the system always works, always. But we are the ones who took off. And that contrast is good because it allows us to learn things that we disagree with, that we don't prefer. And probably those things can be done in another reality for other aspect of me, or in this one, in the future, when I allow myself to amplify, to change, so I become where I would like to match and desire. So when I can shift, and those unexpected things that happen to us will initiate a transformation. Like if I go back 10 years ago, I was working selling cars in an agency. I never thought I would be this. I don't think I even believe in God. I don't think I will be able to talk about auras and all that stuff. Being online and YouTube, this is a known part of me. It was part of my shadow because I hated being sensitive. I was so insecure about being seen, so insecure about telling other people that I was different. But when I embraced this thing, the heaviness was gone. I was able to say, you know what? Maybe I can take advantage of it. Maybe I can make it part of me. Maybe I can make it work. Maybe I can be nice with that aspect of me that I disagree with, and I can make it work for me. And here I am. But for that, we need to trust. I don't know if you guys have questions. Let me see. Because so you guys let me know if you have questions, if there is something about shadow that you are struggling with, that you would like to share with me, and then we can go with the flow. Thank you, Suzanne, Sangeeta, Susan, Julie. Thank you, Shaina. Thank you so much, Shio. I appreciate it. I can do light language if you want. I haven't wanted to do a meditation, so probably I could do some language of the light if you guys don't have questions, because I'm not seeing questions. And then go with the flow. Guys, fate, it's knowing that the system works. It's not about saying I'm light, I'm love, it's all good and beautiful. It's about maybe saying something like, okay, I really don't like where I am. I really don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the solution will be. But what I know is I will figure it out, because I'm an old soul because I am Reiki master, because I have read a lot of things, and anchor yourself into what feels good for you, so you can see that light into what doesn't feel that good, and you can blend both into your advantage, so you make it. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions yet, then I think I can do a little bit of light language, and we can bring light into that shadow, and then we can go with the flow. I know I'm a little bit late because I had a session and I'm normally like an hour earlier. So let's begin. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. Oh, it's so good. It's anyone that you guys would like me to bring today, or I'll just go with the flow. Please share with me questions or what's going on in your universe. Okay, I have Pleiadians, I have Atlanteans, I have the Lemurians, and I have angels. So whoever would like to receive light language, wisdom, or anything, you guys can just tune into the transmission. And then, because there was no questions today, Pleiadian connection, Yuli. Okay, let's go with the Pleiadian connection. Whoever would like to receive healing is going to come through my hands and the sound and the light language. And light language works like a check that is already signed for us, and we just put the amount that we need. The amazing thing is that we all receive what we need, and probably someone can receive a DNA activation, another a solar plexus upgrade, another cleaning your healing your child or anything. So don't worry about it that your light don't get combined with anyone other. Each of you have your own universe, and your own universe, each of you stream whatever you need. And because we don't understand everything, it bypasses the mind and is more powerful. I would like to invoke all of your higher self, your guides, your Pleiadian guides, you calm one, to come into one strong stream of love, and only bring whoever it is for the highest and best for all of us together. I would like to ask my higher self to take my personality away so I can be a clear channel for unconditional love and pure source consciousness. Kishke sakura tereshke karake sakore mareke eshkako kiera. Dear brothers and sisters for humanity, we are here. This is the Pleiadian Collective. We are vibrating in a blue ray frequency throughout your own heart chakra. The collective that is showing up today, we are more like alien avatar look alike. We are beings from 7th dimension. We are androgynous. We have no name, no gender other than resonant with Pleiadian frequency throughout the power of love. Where we are spirit guides for other beings that are in the physical, like humanity and many others from other planes. and universes. Our expertise is wisdom through all the frequency of love. We are beings of light. We have no form. We can appear in the form that fits. And we connect with our Pleiadian ancestors, that it is the brotherhood of the light, part of our service to humanity. It is to assist by sending frequencies of love into your field to bring harmony with. Into the field, the dimension that we are a collective. We are not a single being. We're a community. And our community hold hands to support humanity in whatever way we're able to. We ask you to breathe the blue light and to place that blue light in whatever part of your physical body that you feel it may be weak. Our frequency is going to go into a higher, seeding the divine feminine that expands your field. You may feel like you're going slow. As we amplify the wheels that you have named chakras, every particle of you in the physical will expand and feel the ease of the energy that it is, the sign. And as you expand, every time you breathe, gaze, imagine the light. And exhale, you will create a pattern where you activate and expand, activate and expand, activate and expand. The more conscious you are about the energy that goes up and grows, up and grows, up and grows, up and grows, you will allow yourself to entangle and unblock any energy that wasn't able to flow. And the more you breathe, it's like a depositing to your bank account. And the more you exhale, you allow yourself to get empty in order for you to feel yourself again and again. And then you create a synergy where you activate, expand, integrate, harmonize. Activate, expands, integrate, harmonize until you find your own stability. Kukiate eshka sa kukiana ki iki eshka. Ki ite ki ate eki ara asa ko iki eshka ti iki ana. Now we ask you to think on the areas that you believe you need assistance with. Ki ate eshke ese kiara ki ete eshka koma. Nini dia se kudi eshke kokomade iki eshka ta aseko aiki ana. Download whatever you need from the source. Activate, grow, integrate, harmonize. And now think on the things that you would like to bring a new alchemy that are the ones in your collective. Kiete eshke sako kare ki eshkate esako iki ete eshkase iki ena. As you think about it, notice that they get activated, grow, integrate, and get harmonized. Now for what you would like to co-create. Ki ate eshke sako ki iti ira asakori iki ashka oku uki enako. Notice that you'll activate, grow, integrate, and harmonize. And with the last few sounds, this transmission is going to be complete. Thank you so much for being here today with me, that we talk about shadow and light. Shadow, guys, is not something that we need to be afraid of. And the other side is where we become brave and warriors of the light, because it's what we don't feel them sing, Julie. I felt like I wanted to sing too. If I tune to myself and just sense like I say, go, 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 right? And then I say, no, 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 no. And I'm going to practice, feel comfortable with the singing, and then we go with the flow. When you start doing light language, sound without a word, or when you elongate the sound, it's a more powerful way to bring some alchemy and not be thinking about it, especially about how weird we sound or how rare we sound or anything. And it's the best way to work on your chakras and clear your aura. And at the same time, light language is a beautiful, loving way to talk to yourself, but at the same time to share with all others. And no one has to be next to you, but if you fill yourself with love and peace, then all others that connect with you will vibe into the same feel. And at the same time, it helps us to practice gratitude, knowing that I am where I am, and where I am is where I'm meant to be. I may know some stuff, maybe there is a lot of things that I don't know, but it doesn't matter, because it's not about what I know or what I don't know or what I can do or what I cannot or how much light or shadow I have. It's about what I'm doing with what I have and how I can transform it into something that will work for me. So whatever you have in your life that you feel like you're lacking, that you're missing, that you would like to have, it is because it's in the shadow. It is because it's part of your mission. The reason that you are here to transform it into something new. And this is what awakening is. Awakening to all I am, but most importantly, being a conscious creator about where I can be. And that shadow is not about being fake positivity, but being positive. It's finding more than bad things to see in the world, because the more sensitive we are, the more we tend to scan possible dangers around and things that can go wrong, instead of identifying things can go right and are doing right. Like, for example, I have a beautiful sun today. I cannot wait to go out because it's Saturday and enjoy, and I don't have to worry about the sun. The sun is not gonna die later. It has a lot of years. It's a beautiful blessing that I have. I have electricity, Wi-Fi, I have eyes, I have hands. I can speak to you guys. I can do a lot of things that I'm grateful for, and you too, that you guys don't notice and I don't notice because maybe I'm stuck in what I don't have, in what I'm not seeing, in what I feel may go wrong, but I have no idea yet because it hasn't happened. So I'm gonna worry from today until 5 years until that happens because it may go wrong, instead of saying, what if it goes right and it also worked for me? And maybe I didn't know that was going to be a great solution, like encoded frequency. It was never in my plans, guys. Never. It was never something that I wanted, that I expected. And it's great, but I had to, and I had a lot of resistance, and I felt very insecure. I didn't want to be here, putting myself out there. But when I let go this part of me, I flow. And when you flow, even though you don't know where you are going, you allow yourself to forgive whatever is holding you from the things that stop you from connecting with your source. Being in the right side of life is being connected with your source. Even though we feel weak, have no money, I don't know what I'm gonna eat later, or it can happen. It happened to me. It may happen with some of you. But having faith that, okay, I may not have it now, but maybe I will have later. But maybe I'm in the process of having it. That thing I want. Maybe that thing I want is not going to be 100% happiness, but the whole journey while I get there, even though it might last 5 minutes or 2 years or 5 years, it doesn't matter. But the whole journey, because if I look back today from what I'm doing, from what I was doing 10 years ago, God, I have changed a lot. And I like this version of me more, even though I'm not all light. I have darkness, I get upset, I say fuck a lot, I don't know, get stubborn. Sometimes I lose hope too. I'm a human being. But it doesn't matter, because even though maybe one day I don't have faith, or I can't be positive, or I can't feel aligned, it doesn't matter because I'm learning. I'm learning to be where I want to be, and so are you. And this is what is the main reason, I think, for being spiritual, to find me. I'm awakening to me, to all that it is me, to all that I can be, and to all that I want to create. And when I connect with my higher self and my soul and listen to my damn intuition, things can go much better, because there is a difference between being in the back seat and letting others drive, or driving myself. And maybe I crash, but I learn how to drive the car instead of allowing others to drive for me. So we don't have to do things one time perfect. Maybe I need 25 times to make it right, and it's going to be good, because it's all about those guys being together. So view your life from a higher view. Yes, it may be a lot of things. Maybe the astrologer says it's gonna be a bad year for me, and I'm not going to get what I want to until 2024. Fuck the astrologer. Create it. Make it happen for you. Let's don't get entangled into what can go wrong, and tune into what can shine, and be right from having the view that one way or another everything will cover me, and will cover me because I'm seeing the glass half full and not half empty. For all the tea that I can drink, oh my God, until this thing is empty, look, it's like 1,600 milligrams of tea that I still can enjoy, instead of saying, oh, I have like a little gone. But it's all upon me, and it's all about you. So remember to do your best, and your best is enough, and it's all that is needed. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, next Saturday, same time, 12 Mountain Time. This time I was a little bit late for a service day. We had meditation free in the page every day, 5:55 Mountain Time, AM and PM. You don't have to be at that time, but if you feel like losing hope or anything, maybe some 15 minutes of meditation, maybe not with me, but with whomever, will bring the light for that day to be harmonized. But it's all upon what I choose to do with those 15 minutes. It could be 15 minutes of heaven. It could be 15 minutes of complaining about what the government is doing in everyone else's post. Or losing myself, not thinking about it or anything. But the choice, remember, is all about us. And the shadow, it's part of me. I can't be an angel if I don't embrace my demons. It's all about unity and integration. Thank you so much for being here. Suzanne, have a beautiful day, and all of you. For the ones that are with me in the Way Short course, I think I already have booked everyone. But guys, know that I have memory like this. So don't take it personal. I feel like I forgot any of you, please message me until I reply, because I could go 3 hours of my day every day reading every email message that someone sent me, and sometimes they get lost. So insist if I don't reply, if it's something important. For the ones next month, it's a beautiful theme. We're gonna talk about higher self, God, what is guides, where I can find God. Is it God an old man? What is the name of God? All of those things. And then at the end of the month, I am going to take vacation after the equinox for some personal things. So for the last week of the month, I may not going to be available. I always travel in the March equinox, but this time it's going to be right after the equinox. We're going to have a live channel meditation. For the ones that are with me in the course, message me so we book earlier our one-of-one and you receive your material. For the ones that haven't purchased the second month yet, you guys have until the first week of the month. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna send the material anyway. Anything that arises, feel free to email me or message me until I reply. And then we'll figure out something. And nothing. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for the stars. You guys are a blessing. For the ones that are with me in the membership, I have some new meditations. Please check out. I have uploaded some new videos. Depending on if you have higher level, medium level, or lower level, you guys have a bunch of new videos to go through. Anything, reach out. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.